Welcome to another episode of the Put Me On Game podcast. I'm your host, Chesterr. With me today, I got the number one DJ in the world. It ain't no number three or whatever y'all want to say. It's number one. Get it straight. DJ Ricoveli. How you doing, my boy?
What's poppin', man? Appreciate you for having me, putting me on game.
I like that, man. How you living, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Pleasure to be home. Definitely a pleasure to be home. Good, man. Working. Always working. Just working.
Nah, that's an understatement. Now you really always, bro. You went from had a little event to the damn left at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Came up here for the camp, enjoying the weekend. I'm pretty sure you got a whole bunch more to get into once you leave out the city.
Facts. I'll be here for a couple of days though, man. I did an event. I did Enchantment's release party. Shout out Enchanted. Y'all go check out that record too. I guess I could do the seamless plug. Enchanted, Jacquees. What I Want is actually a hard record. But I did the release party for that. Hopped on the road at 2 a.m.
That's crazy.
Got here like 8 in the morning, took a shower, and was setting up in the gym by like 10 o'clock.
That's crazy.
It just was what it was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. And when you walked in, a lot of people, I peeped it because I'm here. So it's like nostalgia, everything growing up. I still like around it and shit. But
Facts.
When you walked into the gym, you was just like, damn, like that shit. I just saw it hit you. Like, damn,
Facts.
I ain't been home in a minute. Just being around this shit. Like,
Facts. Like you gotta understand though. Like E. Smith was a huge part of my life, bro. Like in high school, I was SJ president my senior year, senior captain of the football team. Like you feel me? Like
knocking heads off.
Like really out there balling. Like you feel me? Like, and then I left and started doing the things I really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And so, like going back, like I hadn't been in that gym in a minute. You gotta think I used to be in there every day. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And it just really did hit me, bro. Like I've been out of school. Like I've been gone 5 years now, coming up on 5 years. So, or if it hasn't already been 5, but around 5 years, you know what I'm saying? About 5 years now. So it's like, I don't know, I'm just realizing different things. Like it's really stuff changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was good to be home for sure. Like it was definitely fire. That's
for sure. Before we even get to your career now, I was a motivational speaker and
Facts.
You had your thing with Disney and everything. You done did some things, bro. Like
Facts.
Just me. I know. Granted, I came to Smith late and everything, but just like I'm just always hearing your name. You doing this, you doing that, bro. Like where did these opportunities like come from? Just like this is just you always been you, or it just presented itself in front of you?
Nah. I think honestly, and I don't know. I think I just always had a hunger and a drive, and I think honestly. My hunger in high school was crazy. It was crazy, like because I knew where I was trying to get to. I was on a mission.
Early, see,
you couldn't tell me I was not gonna be at Morehouse on a full ride scholarship, and I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? I did it.
Congratulations to you.
But appreciate that. But like, it came down to like I just knew like it's up to me to change my people's situation. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's all it comes to. I'm the first boy in 4 generations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like. I ain't got too much. My family ain't got too much, but me. Honestly, just being real.
No
so it's like, nah, for real. Like that's how I looked at it in high school. I knew that in order to get where I was trying to go, I was gonna have to do some things that showed that I really wanted it. Yeah. So long story short, over $200,000 in scholarship money later, I go to Morehouse College. And it went from there. But in high school, Disney Dream of the Year, SJ President, like I was active because I ain't gonna lie, like and I still am to this day. Like I'm still big on like the youth. Yeah. I'm still big on like motivation. Like I'm still big on that. I just do it a different way now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I just present it differently. Like I still was a motivating factor of that basketball camp just by playing the right song.
Listen, boy, you had them kids in there going crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Even the seeing you,
for sure.
Bro, yeah, all right, go over here, interact with them, go back. Like you was everywhere in there. Like
That's just how I work though. Off no sleep.
Nah, you gotta get some sleep, bro. You
feel
rest
me?
is the rest is the big. I understand.
I don't even sleep.
You know, we get into that hustle mode, but sleep the biggest thing, man.
Facts.
Nah, for sure though.
I definitely slept like the next day, like that.
Oh, yeah,
the next day, then the afternoon when I crashed. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel
For
it,
sure.
man. So speaking of Morehouse, it's been a while now. It's been a couple months when I had Grant on. He was telling me about his Morehouse experience and he's coming up, and he said he went to Morehouse with the mindset of setting an example for anybody that come from the Ville. So the next person that come there, it's easy for them. And he's obviously the next person that came there was you.
Facts.
So just connecting them two dots, you get the Morehouse now, because you like you said that you knew you was getting the Morehouse. Now you here.
Facts.
What was that experience like?
First of all, shout out to GB Grant.
Yes, sir.
Like I just gotta throw that out there. Like
Good man.
GB, I wouldn't be DJ Ricoveli without Grant Bennett, and I'll be the first one to tell you that. It's real shit. That's the godfather to my son. Like that's my right hand man. Like Grant Bennett, I wouldn't have been able to go to Morehouse and experience Morehouse the way I did if it wasn't for Grant. And that's the God honest truth. Like I ain't never scared to get that man his props. Like I would not be
100%.
doing the things I'm doing right now if it wasn't for Grant. Simply pulling the strings, making the calls, forming the introductions that he did for me my senior year in high school.
That's also this was even before you.
This was before like I was a dog when it came to finding like I knew everybody in the city that got accepted to Morehouse in the class of 2016, and I know Grant Bennett was the only one. Grant Bennett and TJ, but TJ actually had moved, and I think he actually came out of Virginia, but he went to Jack Britt, played ball at Jack Britt. But only 2 people out of Fayetteville came in Grant's class to Morehouse that year. Grant was the only one I knew at the time.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I found out he was going, he had just committed or whatever, and we was at a basketball game. He'll tell you the same exact story. I'm at Pine Forest in their student section going ham. Like, and so me and him end up bumping into each other, whatever. And I just gave him his props. Like, man, I see you going tomorrow. I was like, let's connect. I'm really, really, really trying to go. Like, I'm dead serious. So, bro, I lie to you not. Me and Grant sat down and met like probably 2 or 3 times before he went to Morehouse. And every time he came home for a break, Thanksgiving, Christmas, summer, we was linking up. Wow. I was sitting down. I'll never forget. We used to meet at Mellow Mango on Ramsey Street. We would meet right there because he from Pine Forest and I'm from Smith. So that's the middle. That's the middle on Ramsey. You feel me? So we would meet at the Mellow Mango right there, and basically, I would just ask him everything I needed to do. I would tell him what I'm trying to do. He, you know what I'm saying, told me what he got going on. I'm like, I see you just did such and such. Tell me what that is. So boom, fast forward. Make the story a little shorter. I ended up, Grant introduces me to DJ Dos Diaz, who is now Summer Walker's engineer. Me and Dos is the DJ, like he's me at that time.
Yeah.
But way harder. Like Dos hard. Like you feel me? Like I'm 5, but Dos is crazy. Like you feel me? So long story short, he ended up introducing me to Dos. And like the day that I moved on the campus, I met Dos in person, and we've been locked in ever since. Like
that's crazy.
Off just Grant's word, you know what I'm saying? Dos is who eventually like introduces me to the DJ world. Like I taught myself how to DJ, showed him that I could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that I was serious, and I just stuck to him. Like every party, every event, what you need, I'm grabbing the speakers, I'm
putting in your 10,000
hours.
hours.
You feel me? I'm putting that work in. You feel me? Just not off no like haze or like no weird little bro, big bro. All paying respect. You know what I'm saying? Because he had something, a piece of knowledge that I wanted to obtain. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put that work in, bro. Like, and then honestly, like that just became my brother. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like real life. And so at the end of the day, like I said, like if it wasn't for Grant, I just wouldn't have made that introduction. And it's funny. I'm gonna just say this just because I don't know if I ever said this on an interview, but I got the name DJ Ricoveli from Dos. Actually, he and I was joking one day, and he called me Ricoville. I'm like, what? Yeah, like Ricoveli though, like that's kind of
That's a
hard.
little harder,
A little
yeah.
hard, you know what I'm saying? And I just made it hard, like you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
just made it stick over time, and now, yeah, it is what
That's
it is.
crazy. So
Yeah.
when you got to Morehouse, that was like that's when your aspiration to like DJ became about, or it was just because you always been in music.
Facts.
So when did that? Because you know everybody done spit a 16 at some point in their life. I don't care
Facts.
who you is.
So I have been rapping since like third grade,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy. It's so crazy because just recently I just reconnected with all of my teachers from like elementary school who can attest to these things. Like the teacher that I wrote my first rap in her class.
Wow.
Excuse me. It was a pep rally song for integrated testing.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's third grade. That's the first year you take your EOGs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I made a song that basically pepped up all the students on how to practice and get ready for your EOGs, and it was hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
Boom. So fast forward, I rap all the way up through high school. Even in high school, Dream Team, if anybody was at Smith between like 2015 and like 2018, you know about Dream Team. We was rapping, like we had songs going crazy in the city when SoundCloud was just popping, like, you know what I'm saying?
That was the time for it too.
But long story short, I stopped rapping because of where I was trying to get to. Essentially, I put it together like this. I said, I was a motivational speaker in high school, and I didn't want to be giving a message to kids of positivity and doing all that. And I'm still rapping and making music and just knowing, even if I'm rapping in good context, I just didn't want it to be misconstrued. Yeah. So for the bigger picture, I took the step back from rapping. Mm-hmm. I stopped rapping like 11th, 12th grade. And then fast forward, my senior year of high school, I finished playing football. I'm transitioning I'm getting ready for college, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Basically, it happened like this. I knew I wanted to be a DJ because I'm like, how can I monetize the act, like an act from music? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the best way to monetize it, especially in college? I'm like, let me be a DJ. Like, they need a DJ for every event. Let me be a DJ. Let me build a crowd. I was already hosting pep rallies at my school. Mm-hmm. Like, I always been a host. You know what I'm saying? I always had that like hosting kind of like presence, and I could rock a crowd. You know what I'm saying?
That's something big too.
We was playing music at the basketball games in high school, doing the swag surf like a real HBCU, like in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like just little stuff like that. I'm like, man, I could really do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. My boy DJ K Grady was the first one that I seen kind of like doing it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then he won. He was the first one to win #1 HBCU. No, he was the second. I think Trails was first. But either way it go, when I was, you know what I'm saying, about to go to college, he was the one who just had it. Yes, I'm like, man, I could do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could do that shit. Like, I'm like, no disrespect to K Grady. I'm like, he hard. But I'm like, I can do that shit though. Like, I can do this. And I'm doing that shit, you know. But long story short, it's just part of the plan. Honestly, like, you know, it's a stepping stone. Like now, as a DJ, that's something I could do any point in the rest of my life and make some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like for free. Like
it's just
you know,
you already
listening. It don't cost
to
me nothing to get up there and do that. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, it's just a stepping stone for more stuff. Like, you feel me? And I'm getting into other things now, and you know, I still be DJing, but. Yeah, it's just gonna be a layer. Like it's gonna be the next point. Like, you know.
I'm peeping. We ain't gonna speak on it right now, but I'm peeping. Let's talk about it after.
Sure.
But this is definitely something. Granted, we almost out of the times of COVID and everything.
Facts.
And it affected everybody different. Like, I got a podcast out of COVID.
Facts.
Like, a lot of people don't know that, but thank God for them checks, boy, because they came in. I'm like, when I was doing everything, them checks definitely helped. But as far as your lane, that really cuts you out dry. I ain't gonna say cut out dry, because, you know, shit was still popping. Shit was still popping down there. But how did that affect you? As far as like at least that first 6 months, I know it was crazy.
Man, I can't even remember what the first 6 months was like, because I ain't gonna lie, I started making bread from home during COVID. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. I'm gonna just put it to you like this. I was making like to get on IG Live and DJ.
Really?
I got paid $15 a 30-minute set on IG Live. Like, bro, COVID did some things for me that I never would have imagined, bro. Like, you mean to tell me I could stand in my house and host an event from my phone on behalf of a company, on behalf of an organization, from their Instagram or from my Instagram?
That's crazy.
From their Facebook Live, from their Twitch, from their... I thank God for COVID, bro. It opened up doors that I ain't never see possible. Like, me DJing from the crib is crazy, but I was doing it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I even went and bought certain equipment to make it sound better and it sound like it's coming straight out your phone, like you playing off Apple Music. Like, you feel me? So, honestly, it's just an adapt. It's a little, you know, you got to adapt. Like, I almost fell. You might got you. You just gotta adapt, man. That's all it come down to. COVID was good to me though. That's all I can say. Like, and I said everything I just said for motivational purposes. Like, go get you some money. But
don't you hate that though? People just like hear or see certain things, certain people. I ain't gonna see. I ain't want to bring this up just yet because I'm mad I won't there. But your birthday week, boy. I'm mad I won't there.
That was fun.
Boy, hey, I'm there next year.
It was fun for
Best
sure.
believe.
It was fun. Rico de Mayo. It was a minute since I was able to have it. But yeah, that's Rico de Mayo will be back in effect next year too. And it's gonna probably be a lot bigger too, I ain't gonna lie. But this year was cool. Like, it was a fun time.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like OD packed. It was just a vibe. You feel me? Like, it was OD. But we had fun, man. I brought the gang down. My partners came down from the Ville. We had a ball.
That's crazy.
My birthday week was crazy.
Do you feel like, and I'm just saying this is me, like, I ain't nothing to where I want to be, obviously. Yeah, and I probably never feel like that.
I don't think none of us are.
Because I'm going to always keep working and want to get bigger.
Facts.
But do you feel like, yo, you him? At least a little bit, like you feel like, yeah, I'm him just a little bit. I know you got everybody, you know, want to stay humble and everything, but it come a point when you just sitting down, like, yeah, nah, I'm
gonna just say I know my worth. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I definitely know my worth. Like, I'm a pretty like, I'm turned. You know what I'm saying? When it comes time to being turned, but like, I really be chilling, bro. You feel me? Like, I really be chilling. Like, I enjoy everything I do. Like, I'm beyond blessed. You feel me? Because I got homies who would never be able to do the things that I'm able to do. You know what I'm saying? I got partners who ain't even here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real. So it's like, what, you know, like, I'm just grateful for everything that's going on, every opportunity God put before me. Like, I'm blessed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try not to get cocky, like, because I've been, it's honestly, I'm put like this, bro. Everything I got, I work for it.
Yeah.
And I think even in high school, when I was kind of overachieving at the time as well, like, SGA president, Disney dreamer, star athlete on the football field, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gave people a lot of shit to hate on, let's be real. Yeah. You feel me? And it came with it. But that's just what come with it. At the end of the day, like, motherfuckers can't say I ain't work hard for everything I have. Like, everything I do pretty much 100% on my own. You feel me? Like,
really? That's big.
Like, hell yeah. Like, who gonna do it for me?
That's true. That's true. Nah, that's crazy just for me to hear, just to see where you at with.
I mean, I'm trying to build a team. Shit, let's work. This is an invitation to everybody. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? I am building a team, Rich Villains. That's definitely gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a huge part of my rollout that y'all see over the next couple quarters. But long story short, yeah, Rich Villains music group, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely gonna be a huge thing. We're working on this mixtape, Trapping by Suburban. That's gonna be crazy. Free Fire. V, shout out Pat, shout out Corey, shout out Mar. Trying to think and make sure I ain't missing nobody, man. Shout out the guys, shout out my boy Vaughn. Who else, man? Just making sure I ain't missing nobody, man. The whole 2-6 though. Shout out the whole gang. Project gonna be crazy.
Just that little bit you played here earlier.
Project
I was
gonna
like
be crazy, like, and we still working. I just started making beats now, so I'm working on the second half of the production. That'll definitely be dropped soon. We ain't really said too much about that yet, but that project is gonna be different for sure.
Where do This is just me to you talking now. This ain't nothing crazy. Where do you find like your time for you?
People ask me that all the time, and I don't never got an answer for them.
Because with all this working that you're doing, and then of course with family, and then your son is just like, damn, like bro, like you gotta have you time.
I don't though. Anybody who know me know this. For the most part, well, as of recently at least, over the last month, if I ain't DJing or with my son, even if I am with my son, I'm making beats. Like, it's still work to be done. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the crib all day. I brought my little setup to my mama crib. I'm in my mama crib making beats all day. Like you know, I don't know, bro. Like, until I get to where I want to be, ain't no time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my time, though. You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
is true, though.
I'm putting in all this work for a reason. Like, don't get it twisted. It all look good.
Yeah, seeing that.
I make it look great. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's work, and I'm working towards something. And until I get even an eyesight of it, I'm gonna go this hard. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it, bro. That's
shit,
crazy.
Facts.
I respect that, man.
I mean, it's just like shit. I don't know what else. Like, what else could I do for me other than, like, I know I got a real answer for you. And I'm gonna tell you offline what I do for me.
Yeah.
But I do that while I'm working too. So it's like,
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. I don't know. Until I get to where I'm trying to go, I gotta go hard.
I'm just trying to find, because even with myself, I'm just trying to find like that medium. But it's like, bro, like if I'm not doing something for me, I gotta do something for him.
Facts.
If it's not for him, okay, my mom's need something. If it's not that, all right, I gotta go cut 5 yards this weekend, do da-da-da-da-da. I gotta get the real estate shit up.
I feel like,
So,
I mean, I don't know, man. I think everything just changed when I had my son too, because now it's really bigger than me.
yeah.
Like, this shit was fun and games before. Ain't shit funny no more. You know what I'm saying? Just being real. Like, shit just got a little bit more real for me. And so now I'm at a point to where, like, everything just got to make sense. Everything just got to make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know, bro. Like, that shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find my words, but like,
you good?
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to figure out what I do for me. I don't know, bro. I just work. Like, shit, that's all I know.
But and that's the good end. I ain't even gonna say bad with it. That's good. That's your piece though. Shit.
Yeah, like, I love what I do though. I really love what I do. I think that's what I like.
Why you?
That's the best thing I could have did for me, was choose to do what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did for me. And don't nothing come before that, but probably God, my family. You know what I'm saying? And even then, like, if this putting food on the table, then family got to understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's even like that. I done made them type of sacrifice. I done moved 2 states away from my mom for the last 5 years chasing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to make them sacrifices for this.
The biggest question is, I think a lot of people got to understand too, is it worth it for you? Because you could want something. Everybody don't want something, but is you going to work towards it?
Facts.
So you moved 2 states away. You got your own family raising now. And it's putting food on your table, but a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that too, man. So I'm proud of you for mustering up all that, boy. That shit.
I make it look good, man. A lot of people couldn't do what I do. That's just real. And you gotta understand, bro. Like, my life ain't perfect at all, bro. Like, I live a regular life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got interesting shit going on, but I live a regular life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Now, NBA season and free agency going on right now, man. Who your team, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even be watching sports like that. I
don't
watch no TV.
Oh man!
Ask anybody that I don't got a TV in my room.
Oh yeah, nah, you be working.
I don't even got a TV in my room.
You be working,
I don't watch no TV for real.
Damn.
If I watch TV, I'm fall asleep. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
That's crazy.
If I watch TV, I'm gonna fall asleep, bro.
Damn, that's.
I'm up making beats till 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I need to change my work ethic, boy.
I mean, it's real. Crazy. I'm telling you, I do this, but I mean, it's probably not even healthy, honestly.
But
at the end of the day, like,
it gets you.
What
to that
else
level.
am I gonna do? Like, I'd rather be making beats than watching TV.
Yeah.
Honestly, am I lying? Exactly.
Boy,
I don't even got a TV in my room, cause I mean, if I'm getting paid to DJ at a game watch or something like that, like a watch party, then I might catch it. Or if it's on where I'm DJ, like, you feel me? Then, yeah,
but it ain't like, bro, I gotta get home and watch this at 8 o'clock.
Football now a little bit more, but I still don't keep up with sports like that. Like, I'm not watching Sports Center every day. I'm not catching every game. Like, I ain't even catching the stats all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do. I ain't gonna lie. During football season, I normally, if I'm free on a Sunday, I'll watch football with my son. If I miss it, then I try to watch the highlights, and then I even try to watch them with him. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I'm not a big basketball guy. I never played basketball. I was a football dude.
I'm about to say you make some money with that fantasy football now, boy.
I do want to learn that though. But
listen.
The thing is, I don't watch sports enough.
I get you right.
I'm not really big on gambling. So,
shit.
But see, if I learn it though, and it's talking about something, which I do know, my partners do be, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing.
Out of past 5 years, I don't want 2 leagues. I won a little bit, you know. In my money leagues, I won a little bit. So I got to get you right now.
That's hard. Teach me something. Put me
you
on game. You feel me? Come on now.
Now, just one of my last things, just what I like asking people just to see where they coming from. You might have answered this too. What's one of the hardest things that you didn't have to learn on this journey, or you felt like, I want to say a lesson, just something that you was just faced with that you just was like, I had to maneuver to get through it.
Facts. All right, so I would say learning the balance between, like, not even that. Okay, that's a great question. So, really, the biggest point in my career that I realized, like, this shit get real, was all of the, like, experience I had being no cap DJ. Like, that shit was fire. That shit was cool. But throughout them couple years of me being his DJ, from me being on the road with him, we was supposed to go on tour with PNB Rock. And within like a week span, or not even that, but like a small amount of time, that tour got canceled and Cap got locked up. I had to go back to school. He come home, they call me. I get on the road. We go to do a show in Mobile in his hometown. We go to Florida. We all in Miami. We everywhere in Florida. Do like 2 shows, video shoot, all that out there. Supposed to be getting on the tour with Rod with. I go back to Atlanta. I change everything. Like, I got a kid on the way that's due in September. It's August. I got a kid on the way. I go back. I change everything for school to where everything is online. My schedule is smooth. Like, I do a going away party. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never talked about this publicly. I do a whole going away party. I do everything. The tour date comes. Supposed to be in Houston that night. I'm calling phones, trying to figure out, like, what's the word? Ends up, that's when I find out they're going with it. That's how I find out they're going with a different DJ. All right, cool. That was the turning point in my career where I realized, like, okay, like, the ball is now in my court completely, and I would take full control over my destination. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so from that point forward, like, basically the moral of the story, what I'm getting to, because that whole situation, like, that shit, I went through some crap. Like, I was, like, not, like, where you gotta think, I had canceled all my, like, gigs, gave them all away, my weeklies, my little, you know, so everything.
Everything you had lined up?
Everything I had lined up. Passed it up for like the next 3 months. I cleared my calendar. And the tour date comes, and I'm still in Atlanta, sitting in the house looking crazy. I ain't want to leave the house for like 2 weeks just because I had to, like, at that moment, that was my turning point where I was like, all right, like, you got to do this a little different. And I mean, granted, like, everything was all business. I ain't take none of it personal. It was just, like I said, that was the turning point where you got to realize, like, all right, like, you got to do this shit a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that I just had in front of me just changed. And now what am I finna do with that? I'm finna do X, Y, and Z. Which granted, I ain't gonna lie, I bounce back well every time. Like when Cal got locked up, I DJ for Diddy, Puma, Google, Under Armour.
Amazon,
the list goes on. You feel me? Like everything. So it's like, you know, it just is what it is. But I had to say, like, that was my turning point. That's when I realized, like, all right, like, let me, like, put me back in the game, coach.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I got it this time. Say less. So shit, yeah, that was my turning point though. Like I said, no bad blood or nothing with you know what I'm saying, with the situation.
Yeah, no.
But that was just a realization that like, shit, anything can happen, bro. This shit, you just gotta play your game.
Yeah.
And I've been playing my game ever since.
Cause I think sometimes, you know, shit be going good. I don't know about you, but me, bro, when shit going too good, I'm just sitting there waiting like, all right, something about to happen.
It be like that. We can't be like that though.
But you can't though, yeah.
We can't be like that though. Like we do be like that, but I'm just putting in the air like we can't do that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? We definitely gotta, you know, speak them positive things. I ain't gonna lie. I've been I'm really locked into the producing shit right now. Like that's really like my thing, right? Like I think that I really do believe that that's like my route. Like that's my way. Like DJing was my way to show people that I knew what I was doing with music by utilizing the music that's already around, already popular, old school music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just utilizing music in general to impact people. Yeah. Now I want to create it, which I've been doing for years as an artist, but now I actually want to create the music, like the beat, the sound, the cadence, the tempo, the everything, how the person raps on it. I want to tell them, this is what it should sound like, and then you should write your song like this. That's hard, like, you feel me? Like that's hard. That's what I know I can do. I've been doing it for years, behind the scenes, for a lot of rappers, a lot of artists. The music that I just played you, we did the production. Shout out my partner Hitman, RV Hitman on Instagram. That's my main producer. He Rich Villains. Like, hard. That's my producer. So basically, shit, he did the production that you heard thus far. We're working on the latter half, but since we did that, like that's what really made me realize like I need to be producing, because I produced for years, and producing don't always mean making a beat. Producing sometimes means being in the studio and giving the right direction, or being in the studio and making the right changes once the song is already laid out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing how to arrange and all of that. That's all production. Like,
a lot of people don't realize that too.
I be in the studio. I didn't been in the studio, and I have two producers. I talk them through the same beat. They hear the same instructions. One producer gonna get it just exactly right. Another producer might be close. Yeah. But I say that to say like that's still production. Like I just told them what to create. They were just able to create it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But we produced that together technically. Like you see what I'm saying? So eventually I was like, let me just get
credits and them royalties.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, facts, you know what I'm saying? Like that's essentially what I've recently been working on and like working towards, and I take it very seriously. But I said all of that to say like I was just watching an interview this morning. I watch a lot of producer grind, and what's dude's name? I don't want to mess it up, so I'm gonna just go look at it real quick. Good. Charlie Rocket. I was watching producer grind this morning. Charlie Rocket. He was Travis Porter's manager. He worked with 2 Chainz, a couple other people. White dude. Hard. I don't care what you do, involving or not involving music. I think everybody should listen to that interview that I just watched this morning. But long story short, he basically said some things about like balancing. I'm trying to remember what exactly you asked me to lead me to talk about this interview. But either way, I just wanted to kind of like throw it out there. Yeah, nah, he said some things this morning that really kind of like made me. It's making me reflect back to like a previous question you asked about like what I do for myself and like how I balance. Yeah. And I'm just kind of gonna get back to that. Like, I actually feel like I've gotten away from certain things that I do that have gotten me to the point where I'm at. Like, to where now I'm in a point to where like I'm manifesting my next big like, you feel me? For real. But nah, this fire, bro. I definitely respect what you got going on.
Man, I appreciate it, bro.
I see the motion. I see the movement. Glad to be a part, bro.
I appreciate it.
Anything involving the city, for the city, positive, I'm behind it. You feel me?
And I felt that energy from way back.
Facts.
Way back at the first give back. I was like, yo, bro, I ain't been doing this too long. I'm this when I had like 50 subscribers, and he was like, oh, you word, bro, too easy. I was just like, shit.
I was gonna pull up on you that day for real. But I forgot what happened. We got caught up, but yeah, it happened when it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Happened when it was supposed to.
Hey, yeah.
So
I appreciate it. Now I got this thing called Put Me on a Minute. Barely anybody has been able to do this within a minute, but you could say whatever you want. Even if you go over a minute, it don't really matter. But it's just whatever you got on your heart to say to the people that you want to put out there. You got a minute to go crazy.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I would say chase your dreams, bro. Like, that's very cliche, but chase your dreams, bro. When you feel something and you know that you're able to accomplish something, like 9 times out of 10, it's already been done. The blueprint already there. You just gotta figure out who did it correctly and who did it the most similar to where you're at and to your starting point. You know what I'm saying? But chase your dreams, bro. Like, nobody thought I would be a DJ. Nobody thought I would be on the road with the artists I've been on the road with, from being with No Cap to DJing for Diddy to opening up for Rick Ross to DJing for ESPN. Nobody would have ever thought I'd be doing any of those things, bro. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, and so I say that to say, just follow your heart, bro. Chase your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something, and just put the work in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, understand that too. I think this was the point I was trying to make before. It's 50-50. Half of it is the confidence in yourself and the belief that you can do what it is you're trying to get done. The other half of it is actually putting the steps into action and getting it done. Mm-hmm. That's my minute.
That's real.
Facts.
That last part was real. Like, I ain't got nothing else to say, boy. You got anything else you want to put out?
Hey, nah, man. Appreciate y'all for sure. Thank you for putting me on game.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
DJ Ricoveli on all platforms. That's DJ RICOVELI, the pretty girl's favorite DJ, number 3 HBCU DJ in the nation. CEO of Rich Villains. New music on the way.
Yes, sir.
Any artist upcoming, holla at me. Anybody want to work, like, I'm open to work. But yeah, let's do it.
Another episode of Put Me On Game podcast. We out.